What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel once again, where we review old hardware and see if it can game or not. You see my disgusting face back once again, guys. We're going to be taking a look at this legendary GTX 570, one of the greatest cards and fastest cards we've tested on the channel yet so far. So let's get right into it.
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more. What you say? Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel once again. So finally, after a long vacation, I am back. We are making videos once again. Today we're going to be taking a look at the GeForce GTX 570, the 560 Ti's older brother. So I've had plenty of time to mess with this GPU. Let's take a look at some of the specs. So the GeForce GTX 570 has a Fermi-based GF110 processor, a massive 520mm in size, an absolutely huge chip for a GPU. The GTX 570 is a PCIe 2.0 interface that comes through 16 PCIe lanes. It also came out on December 7th, 2010, launched at $350 US. This GPU is 7 years old, guys. 7 years old. I can't believe that this thing is still pretty decent even to this day. So my particular 570 has a dual slot design. It has 2 DVI ports and 1 mini HDMI port. The GTX 570 measures 10.5 inches long and pulls power through 2 6-pins on the front of the card. This pulls 219 watts through the PCIe slot and will maybe pull around 240, 250-ish area when it's overclocked. My GeForce GTX 570 has 1.28 gigabytes of GDDR5. My particular RAM is manufactured by Samsung, however you could have Elpida or Hynix. This runs through a 320-bit bus and gives you about 156 gigabytes of theoretical bandwidth. My GTX 570 ships with 797 MHz core out of box. This is about a 9% overclock on the base GTX 570 released by Nvidia. However, with the help of the Accelero cooler and 1.1 volts on the V-core, we were able to get 890 MHz. I was able to get around 950, but it was just mildly unstable. So we went for 890 and it was absolutely rock solid and very cool. The memory also ships at 1975 MHz in MSI Afterburner. However, we were able to get about 2310 MHz on the RAM, so that's pretty nice overclock even for this RAM on here. Thank God for Samsung RAM. Heaps and heaps and heaps of people have asked me, what kind of CPU do you use to test all your GPUs? So, good for you. I've actually tested the same CPU on all the GPU videos. So if you go look back, you'll see direct comparison through all the GPU videos, even the old ones. So I've used the same Intel Xeon E5540 overclocked to 4.1 GHz on a Corsair 875 water cooler with a Gigabyte X58 UD3R SLI motherboard paired with 18 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM. This is a 4-core 8-thread Xeon compared to maybe the i5-74-7300 today. It's pretty powerful, but not too slow. Won't bottleneck any of the cards I've ever tested, and it is a great indicator of very mid-level entry performance that you'll probably be pairing, let's face it, these kind of GPUs with. Oh yeah, and I always put timestamps in the description below so you can skip to any benchmark that you want to see. However, I want to try something a little bit differently today. I'm actually going to be joining you for a couple of the benchmarks. I'm going to talk over a couple of them. So the important games like GTA, Battlefield, we'll be taking a look at together. However, today we are going to be taking a look at a time-lapse of me putting this Accelero on, and also, like I said, I'm going to be joining you for some of the benchmarks. So we're going to hop over to that right now. We're going to run that time-lapse. I hope you guys enjoy it and the benchmarks. I'll see you guys right in there in a couple seconds. I hope you guys enjoy it.
Swear to God, you was like Superman to me, no trace of crypto. Night, couldn't walk that walk, but you talk that talk, and I love it when you lie to me. Yeah, I love it when you lie to me. Fuck up and apologize, then cry to me. Turn around and do the same bullshit, then avoid my calls, man. I love it when you hide from me. 17 save $1,200 on my own, promise you would get a ride for me. And I ain't seen that shit since. Guess you got your own demons that plague you. All I wanna do is save you, bring you back to your old self, but your old self is an angel. I can't chase what I can't see. That's no fuss, it just ain't me. I pray to God you get your shit together. Until then, just erase me. What? Yeah. Mama always said it was two sides to every story. Guess I only wanted to hear one. Just take care of yourself, man. Take care of you. Don't worry about me. Just take care of you. No lie, so afraid of being average. Started with a dream while I fit into a scene full of bullshit, just imagine. Savage, stressing, pulling out hairs, no Lenny Kravitz. Aiming for the #1 spot with a million other clones on a quest to grab it. Was it for the internet, I probably would've quit and got a job, no asking. Might have been raw, back in skull, Lord knows I don't do classes. Just a young one, hoping I can stay clear through foggy glasses. Take away all my chances, just know you would never kill my passion. One step forward, two steps back, and I reach the masses. Fucking my chasing, what am I facing? Matter of fact, why am I asking? Cooking in the lab straight, feeling like Walt got a method to this madness. Even when it's all fucked up, all I do is come back to defeat these hazards. Shit, I'm loco, so now running through life in slow-mo. Looking for a Benz, but I settle with Volvos. Killing myself, but this all I know though. You don't know, bro, chest out running around like nothing fazed me. I just hope I can get it together before this life erase me.
So this is kind of different. I've never actually talked over some of the benchmarks, so I'm going to be joining you for some of the important games. So in GTA 5, with a mixture of normal and high settings, we scored an average of 65.372 FPS, with a maximum of 76 and a minimum of 57, tight frame times, and a beautiful buttery smooth gameplay experience from GTA 5. My gameplay and benchmark of choice.
And I'm yelling out my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Tell you what it's like for a youngin' in a 305.
Battlefield 1, a PC game that is indicative of 2017 AAA gaming performance with a mixture of medium and low settings I'm calling the Yes Man mix, we scored an average of 69.039 FPS along with a minimum of 57 and a maximum of 80.
You keep it to a minimum when niggas wanna look and I'm stressed out. Daydreaming, I just wanna be the best out. Scratch that, nigga, you ain't even on the best route. Ice telling me you need to take a chill pill. Got an ill will, yes sir, but I'm feeling lit, feeling like 2 a.m. so tonight. I don't care, hands on the wheel and there's nowhere to go. Hopeless on the ropes, this is more than a choke, it's him.
In Overwatch, one of PC's most popular first-person shooters at the moment, scored an average of 104.12 FPS along with a maximum of 154 and a minimum of 59, providing a buttery smooth competitive gameplay experience.
Only 2 days you can either chase a dollar or chase a dream.
In Counter-Strike, another popular esports title with the maximum graphical settings except for MSAA, we scored 237 FPS average with a minimum of 100 and a maximum of 297 FPS.
Words to my nigga, all I wanna do is live my life. Just live my life. See my mama cry, gotta be the one to dry her eyes.
Getting my inner MOBA on, breaking that meta of playing Zaraka attack speed, we took a look at League of Legends, which we played at maximum detail except for MSAA. We got an average of 153 FPS along with a maximum of 334 and a minimum of 75.
Like you missed out, instead you keep it 100. Tough luck, save it. Back to working on a slave ship. Know you need a paycheck. Better not say shit. Fucked up, you know. Move and erase it. Gotta keep it neato, even through the fake shit. I never been the one to love it or embrace it. Fine line balancing the ills.
I was browsing my Steam library and I randomly saw Sega, and it's like an emulator, and it's the Sega Genesis / Mega Drive emulator. And it's actually pretty resource intensive, so I decided to throw it in for this benchmark. I ended up getting an average of 107 FPS along with a maximum of 109 and a minimum of 99 FPS. Now the last game we're going to be taking a look together with me on the mic is going to be Red Orchestra 2. This was a game that was free a while back, and it came out in 2011 when the 570 was in its prime. So I wanted to push the 570 to its limit on ultra settings on a game that came out during its time. So I don't know what these numbers are. The average is 60.098, the maximum is 63, and the minimum of 0. I don't know what those numbers are, but the gameplay was fine. So I hope you guys enjoyed me popping in and commentating over a couple of the important games. I'm going to pop out. I have some more games left, like racing games, Rust, Colin, McRae Rally, Borderlands, a pre-sequel, and all those original games that I always benchmark, so they're going to be there. But I'm going to put a timestamp in the description, as always, to skip ahead so you can skip past all the benchmarks that you don't want to see and just go straight to the conclusion. So thank you so much, guys. I'll see you guys at the end, or the conclusion, whichever you decide. See you guys then.
Thursday morning tripping like what the fuck am I missing? Got boxes across the room. My girl is calling constant. My mama speaking nonsense like you should just let your father hold your car until he comes back. Can't fade, stressed out. All along saw this shit coming like fortune tellers. Eviction notice is served. Every time I told my father felt like it got on his nerves. Like don't trip, promise I got it under control. I got some money coming, you know, typical bullshit. This ain't just wondering if my phone is missing a trip and 12 missed calls. Don't wanna talk about it or listen, hold emotions in. Focusing on a proper position. I just got fired from working my tape ain't doing the digits. Fuck, Chance the Rapper dropped 10 day, did twice my shit. My jealousy has been engaged, gotta fight that shit. A struggle rapper trying to find his way, but gotta pack his bags before it's 12 and cops will come invade. What you doing, Quest? 21 and fucking up, you about to push it back to mama's nigga. What the fuck is up? Rap ain't doing quite the numbers that you once was throwing up. You made mistakes that cost you dearly, clearly you ain't know enough. Christopher Martin inside the speakers racing with time. Father asks you what's wrong. Nigga, fuck, is you blind? You don't see the disappointment, you ignoring the signs? How you broke another promise for the millionth time? A year ago was on my own. Had a new apartment, working 2 jobs. Independent grinding, you was locked up. Provided you a place to stay, a total lack of privacy. Bit my tongue out of love and never told what was inside of me. I left that. You got a place, you told me that I got you. Just work on music, let me pay the bills. Let me try to be the father that I couldn't be. Gave you a chance, fast forward 6 months and we doing the same dance. Staring at me with the eyes of a broken soul in his 50s. Tears streaming down in your cheek, hugging me closely like sun. Just give me a week and we'll be back on our feet. The taste of defeat, denial in its highest of peak. Faking a smile to keep a distant composure. Gave her my keys and walked away knowing the damage ain't over. My girl pulled up in a Scion, helped me put my shit in the trunk. Hugged and kissed me right on the cheek as I hopped in the front.
Okay, you got everything?
Yeah, I got everything.
Listen, I know it's bad right now, but it'll all be fine. And if you need anything, just let me know and I'll come and get you. And it'll all be okay. I promise.
Messages on my phone from my mother like hurry, got work tomorrow and please don't waken your brother, my lord. I thought I got away from all of this, ran away from my issues, I need a fucking psychologist, man. Everything is moving backwards, a cycle full of failures reenacted. My girl driving trying to tell me this is for the best. Just relax, if you need some space I can scoop you anytime. Such a good girl. I wonder how I got her in the first place. Keep me calm through these earthquakes, swear I can feel the earth shake. It's 1 AM and I'm regretting every life decision. Wishing I can go back and follow my intuition and stop talking at the times when I should have just listened. Maybe then I wouldn't be in this fatal position. Slightly religious, probably should have been a better Christian. Looking for answers and feeling like I already missed them. And I ain't trying to go back, but I gotta go back. Shit's never what it should be. Even fucked up, mama cutting no slack. So many years on my own, I struggled and fought it. Did the opposite of easy, made simple movements retarded. Life did a 360, past has departed. I swear you know it's real when you end up back where you started.
Text me as soon as you get inside, okay?
I will. I'll hit you up and let you know what's going on, okay?
Alright.
Alright, I love you.
Love you too.
my God! Sharkeisha! Hold up! No! Sharkeisha, no! Don't kick her, Sharkeisha! Don't kick her!
The benchmarks are in, and I did not know that the Accelero is that fucking strong, dude. Holy shit. I found some random fucking screws in my drawer over there to put on the Accelero. Those weren't even the screws that you were supposed to put on there. The thing did not go over 60°C like half the time in a 100° Fahrenheit environment. That's like 40°C outside. So this thing is an absolute fucking monster, dude. I can't believe how fucking cool this thing gets. Jesus. Anyway, with that said, you probably achieved the same overclocks I did with the reference cooler. You just have to crank the fan speed up to 100% and be loud as shit, but you'd get there. But this thing is still so fucking powerful. I can't believe how powerful this card is. I cannot believe that a 7-year-old graphics card is still performing this well. I'm not sure what's going on with that. This GPU is 1 year older than my brother. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that other than this thing's a fucking monster, and it absolutely slayed games. This is the most powerful GPU we've taken a look at today on the channel yet. So I hope you guys enjoy taking a look at this monster behemoth of a GPU. Like, holy fuck, I had no idea this thing was this powerful. So I think that is quite enough cussing. I have went over the limit with this one, but this thing is just so impressive. I can't believe how strong this thing is. It's so sad that the RAM is now limiting this GPU severely, because this GPU is very, very powerful. This RAM is just holding it back big time. If this thing had 2 GB, just another 768 megabytes of RAM, this thing would be a fucking monster, dude. Like, whew. This thing, I think this thing would be capable of at least 1440p if it had more RAM. Now the really big question is, would I purchase a GeForce GTX 570 in 2017? And the answer is yes, from a certain perspective. Now, if you live in a certain area where you can find these cheaply and get them for a bargain price, I would say under $65 is the max amount I would pay for one of these GPUs, then I would highly suggest it. Now, if you're looking at GPUs at this price range around $60 to $70, I would look into the 7950. That's just my personal opinion, but those are snatched up right now from the miners, so they are a little bit more expensive. But if you can swing it, anything under 65 I would say is a decent deal for one of these GPUs. Just don't overpay, because if you do, then you're really going to regret your purchase because of the VRAM limitation. However, if you go over $70, you should look into more VRAM cards, like maybe the like 7950 or the, you know, maybe 670, stuff like that. I hear everybody screaming in the description right now. I hear them. I can just hear you guys. Why didn't you put any heat sinks on the VRAM or the VRM or whatever? Yes, I understand, but this fan, I had this thing up to 60%. It was keeping the VRM absolutely perfectly fine. There are 2 fans over this area, and some cards just don't even ship with coolers on the VRAM, which is fine. These cards are severely over-engineered, especially these ones, because these were some of Nvidia's hottest ever GPUs ever. So they had to over-engineer the VRM, which I think is absolutely fine to not run with a heatsink on it as long as you got a fan over it. So yes, I did not like not putting any heatsinks on the VRM or the VRAM. However, it isn't necessary. We weren't overgoing the 1.1 volt V-core limitation Nvidia implemented anyways. So if we were to go over that, then I would definitely be very concerned. But a lot of the cards out there actually don't even have any heatsinks on the VRM or the VRAM. So that's why the V-core is actually limited in MSI Afterburner, which is why we were severely limited with our overclocks. I am always looking to improve my video quality and my video selection on my channel for everybody to check out. So if you have a suggestion or a video you want me to make, please drop it below. I'm pretty scrapped out on the video ideas at the moment. So if you got any ideas, please let me know down there. You can let me know that you liked the video by slapping a fucking like on it or slapping a dislike on it if you really fucking hate my guts. Do whatever you guys want. Follow me on Twitter. Check out my Patreon that nobody gives a shit about, because, you know, nobody gives a shit about anybody's Patreon. So I thank you guys all so much for watching the video. I'm going to get out of here. I've been rambling too much. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys next time. So those of you who are curious, if you see these things on my hands that look like I'm a butterfly, no, I'm not a fashionista. I actually have a severe version of tendonitis in both my thumbs, so it's extremely painful, and editing, gaming, doing whatever is just excruciatingly painful. So I actually have to wear these for about 2-3 months, 24/7, even at nighttime, and it's pretty annoying. So if you're wondering what these are, that's what it is. So just know that I have injured hands, and it sucks ass.